Hello, my dear wonderful people. Welcome to the video on vocabularies. So, are you ready to test your vocabulary level? This is the part 4 of the series. So, let's begin. Okay, so before we begin today's words, let's first see how well you can recall the words that we learned in the last video. So, the first word is squander. So, does squander mean to surrender? Can you recall the word? Squander doesn't mean to surrender. Squander means to waste something. Like, for example, nowadays there are many rich brats who like to squander their parents' money and they do not value money as such. The next word is respite. So, does respite means a period of relief? Yes. So when Seema's children went to school, she got a respite from the chaos that they were creating at home. Or when we stood under a tree, we got a brief respite from the sun. So एक temporary relief के लिए हम बोलते हैं respite. The next word is futile. So does futile mean useless? Absolutely yes. Using that in a sentence, I can say your father is so strict that any method to convince him is futile, useless. Okay. The next is munificent. Does munificent mean stingy? No. Munificent means someone who is generous. I told you, right? Rishi Muni, they are very generous. So munificent means someone who's very generous. I want to be a munificent person and help people in need. So these were some of the words. Now let's go to today's test. Okay, the first word is skeptical. Does skeptical means A, skilled in a particular field, B, slippery, C, doubtful, or D, comfort in grief? Okay, see, do you know the answer? This is a common word that we use. Skeptical means doubtful. Everyone wanted to go trekking during the rains, but I was very skeptical. Skeptical means doubtful, not very confident. Let me give you another sentence. Some people believe in the power of manifestation, and if you manifest something, you will get it. But there are others who are totally skeptical about this method. So skeptical मतलब आपको नहीं लगता ये ऐसा होगा. You're very doubtful about it. So that is skeptical. The next is nimble. So does nimble means A, agile? So what is first of all agile? Agile means someone who's very quick, who can move about free. B is little bit. So is nimble little bit? Or C, slow and sluggish? Or D, a noble person? Nimble means agile, someone who is very fast in its movement. So you can say even if he was a man of 90 years old, he was quite nimble, means he was quite agile. Or you can use nimble for like the mind also, if the mind is also working very fast. Like you can say her mind was so nimble that she was very quick to learn whatever was taught to her. So nimble means very fast or agile. So see, I'll just give you an example of how you can use both these words in a sentence. I was skeptical if my 5-year-old daughter would be able to learn this concept, but she proved me wrong. She was quite nimble. So got an idea? Okay, let's move forward. The next word is gloat. So does gloat mean A, finding pleasure in other person's misfortune? B, float in the sea? C, dwell on one's own success? Or D, being selfish and malicious or having a malicious delight? Okay, so do you think you know the answer? Now, gloat is a person who finds pleasure in other person's misfortune. उनको है ना दूसरों की तकलीफ से बहुत खुशी होती है. Who always dwell only on their success. Someone who's very selfish and who is malicious, who has a malicious delight. मतलब दूसरों की misery से उनको बहुत खुशी मिलती है. Like for example, when Seema failed in her exam or she was fumbling in her practical exam, Rishi was gloating. Means he was very happy, he was finding pleasure in her misfortune. Or if a person is only thinking about their own success, सिर्फ उन्हीं के बारे में सोचते हैं. So there also it is the word gloating. Like she was continuously gloating about her new job and her success. So it is like a show off and also feeling happiness for other people's failures. It's called gloat. It's a very negative word. The next word is obsolete. So what is obsolete? Have you heard it? Is it A, obnoxious, B, a blunt person, C, an obsession, or D, outdated? The meaning of the word obsolete is outdated. Having a landline phone has become obsolete, or using cameras with reels have become obsolete. Technology is progressing so fast that many of the things have becoming obsolete very fast. So outdated. Got an idea? Let's move to the next one. Next is ruminate. So does ruminate mean A, deliberately mislead someone, B, to be disturbed, C, to ponder, or D, to search desperately? So ruminate about something means to ponder, to think about it. When I asked my father if I could go for the picnic, he said that he needs time to ruminate about it. People who are health conscious constantly ruminate about the calories that they are intaking. Constantly thinking about or pondering over it. That is called ruminate. Okay, clear? Let's move to the next word, solace. The solace means A, solitude. Solitude means being alone. B, comfort. C, sleepy, or D, clever. So seeking solace is seeking comfort. Many people seek solace by eating chocolate ice cream, isn't it? Young kids seek solace by hugging a teddy bear. Or you can say, when I feel distressed, I seek solace by sharing everything with my sister. So seek solace is seeking comfort. The next word is sagacious. So does sagacious means A, hermit. Hermit means sannyasi. B, quick-witted. C, scornful. Or D, wise. Okay, so scornful matlab someone who is disrespecting or very rude. It's called scornful. So what do you think sagacious is? A sagacious person is a wise person. You can say, my mother is a sagacious person. She always thinks about the consequences before giving me her opinion. Like sagacious person is a person who's very wise and good in judgment. So you can say that most of the judges in the Supreme Court are usually sagacious. The next word is rampant. So does rampant mean A, rush violently, B, spread without control, C, not strong, or D, alert? So rampant means spread without control. So you can say that now development is happening at such a rampant speed that one is not able to control it. Or people were not able to control the rampant forest fire. So rampant is that is spreading very fast without any control. Now quickly moving on to the next word, which is impetuous. Now what is impetuous? Is it A, not able to disturb, B, a curse, C, act suddenly without thinking, or D, impressed? And the meaning of the word impetuous means to act suddenly without thinking, which is sometimes we do things impulsively, isn't it? So that is called impetuous. Like, for example, many of us do a lot of wild and impetuous things in our youth, isn't it? Or you can say that if you are impetuous in your responses, then you will always fall into trouble. So don't be impetuous. Always think well before you act or speak. Impetuous. Okay, I hope that is clear. Next word is fervor. So, is fervor a great enthusiasm? B, a person who commits crime? C, to show off? Or D, having a foul smell? Foul is bad smell. Okay, I hope you got the answer right. Fervor is great enthusiasm. So, there are some people who have great fervor in whatever endeavor that they take up. Mr. Ranvijay Singha has great fervor for extracurricular activities and anything regarding to sports. So fervor means someone who has great enthusiasm or passion. So that is fervor. Let's move to the next one. The next word is crass. So does crass mean a gradual increase, B, abrupt, C, stupid, or D, a deep opening? Okay, so crass, have you heard this word? Crass means stupid. So crass can also mean where when a person doesn't feel any consideration towards others. So if someone has a very sadistic approach, कि किस दूसरों की फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता उनको या फिक्र ही नहीं है, so you can say what a crass behavior that is. So there are some business tycoons who only think about their profits and make very crass decisions in their life, which indirectly affects their own business. So crass means something very stupid or which is done without any consideration towards others. Like you can even say it's a very insensitive behavior. The next word is wistful. Do you think this word sounds familiar? Yes, this was included in the last week's words. So I just wanted to see if you could remember it. So these are the options. A, wise. B, yearning. C, wasting unnecessarily. Or D, malicious. Okay, so I hope you get this answer right. Wistful is yearning. So when you're yearning something in a very sad way, you are saying wistful. If you remember the example I gave, the little girl was wistfully looking at the cotton candy because she did not have the money to buy it. So when you're yearning for something and in a very sad way, you know that you are not going to get it. So you are wistful. The next word is adulation. Yes, this is again familiar. So, what is adulation? A. Worship someone. B. Doing adulteration. C. Someone beyond 18 years old. Or D. Disrespecting adults. And yes, adulation is worshipping someone. Many young children, they adulate their mothers. So, adulate is like worship someone and you're blindly following them and you give them excess flattery. So, that is called adulation. Many employees adulate their bosses so that they can get a promotion in their job. So, like worship them and give them excess flattery. Okay. The next word is imminent. So what is imminent? A. To sacrifice. B. To inherit. C. Ideology. Or D. About to happen. Okay. Imminent means something that is about to happen. Because of the floods, they were in an imminent danger of being swept away into the water. Or there is an imminent danger of an earthquake taking place. Or you can say they were prepared for the imminent arrival of the film star. So imminent is abhi hoga. So the next word is lassitude. So what is lassitude? A. Fatigue. B. Loss of life. C. Leisure. Or D. Liberal. Lassitude means fatigue. Fatigue is tiredness. She was overcome by lassitude and she just went to bed. We failed in achieving our target because of moral lassitude. So, morally, we were tired. So, lassitude means being tired or having fatigue. And the last word is philanderer. So, what is philanderer? A. Freeland. B. A man who is unfaithful to his wife. C. Easily understood. Or D. Dangerous. Okay, so philanderer is a person who is unfaithful to his wife. So if you have heard of the word womanizer, it is the same, philanderer. Like a person or a Casanova, if you have heard that as well. So a philanderer is a man who readily enters into a casual sexual relationship with other women. So that person is called a philanderer. So if you have to warn someone, you can say, don't fall for that guy. He's a philanderer. He's not meant for you. Okay, so I hope you got to learn a lot of new words today. And if you've scored high marks, then you're becoming an expert in vocabularies. And if not, don't lose heart. You've learned a lot of new words today. And keep repeating these words so that you can include them on a daily basis. I'm so very proud of you. God bless.